Opening. In the days when Saul was king of Israel, a great enemy threatened the people. The Philistines gathered their armies for war, and they faced Israel across a valley, each camp set upon its own hill. From the Philistine ranks came a champion named Goliath of Gath. He was enormous, over 9 feet tall, armored in bronze from head to toe, carrying a spear so heavy that its iron tip alone weighed more than 15 pounds. Day after day, Goliath stood in the valley shouting, "Choose a man to fight me. If he kills me, we will be your servants. But if I kill him, you will serve us." His voice thundered across the valley, and all of Israel trembled. For 40 days, morning and evening, Goliath mocked them, and no one dared to step forward. David enters the scene now. David was the youngest son of Jesse from Bethlehem. His older brothers were soldiers in Saul's army, but David tended his father's sheep. One day, Jesse sent David with bread and grain to his brothers on the front lines. When David arrived, he heard the giants' taunts. He looked around and saw fear in the eyes of Israel's warriors, even in King Saul himself. But David asked, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His words surprised the men around him. Some laughed at him. His brothers even scolded him for being proud. But David insisted, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from this Philistine." Before the king word reached Saul that a young shepherd boy was speaking boldly. David was brought before the king. Saul looked at him with doubt. "You are only a youth," Saul said, "and he has been a warrior from his youth." But David stood firm. "When I kept my father's sheep, a lion came and took one of the lambs. I went after it, struck it, and rescued the lamb. The Lord delivered me then, and he will deliver me now." Moved by David's faith, Saul agreed. "Go, and the Lord be with you." He tried to dress David in his royal armor, but the boy could hardly walk in it, so David laid it aside. Instead, he took his shepherd's staff, chose 5 smooth stones from the brook, and with only his sling in hand, stepped into the valley. The battle Goliath saw him coming and laughed. "Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks?" he roared. "Come here, and I will feed your flesh to the birds." But David answered, "You come to me with sword, spear, and javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and the whole earth will know that there is a God in Israel." With that, David ran toward the giant. He reached into his pouch, drew out a stone, and slung it with all his might. The stone flew true, striking Goliath in the forehead. The giant stumbled, fell face down to the ground, dead. David rushed forward, stood over him, and with Goliath's own sword cut off his head. When the Philistines saw their champion defeated, they fled in terror, and Israel pursued them with a great shout of victory. Closing. So the Lord delivered his people that day through the hand of a shepherd boy, armed not with armor or sword, but with faith. And David's name was remembered in Israel, not as a warrior of great stature, but as one who trusted in the living God.